You can in here. You tap whatever you want. Alright, so some of you guys are getting this really, really well. Some of you guys look like the second class people on the fucking Titanic.
I don't know.
Who are just destined to die because it's fucking, you're gonna sink the more you try to do that shit. Alright, so that's the fat boy version. Alright, so let's talk about a couple of ways that I can make the submission happen without necessarily needing to choke her. Now, of course, if I really wanted to choke, I could adjust my arm to get the crook in deep. I could smother her. I could even try to like face lock her. Okay? I could put my knuckles in. All that stuff's really uncomfortable. Would you agree? Okay. But and then we have this technique on our YouTube channel, but I'll show you guys other things too. What I can do is cradle her for the submission by taking this near side leg, kind of going about halfway up on her head here, and trying to put her ear to her knee, okay, while maintaining light pressure on her. That's really painful and it's twisting her body pretty well. So that's the first submission you guys are going to practice. You can keep the choke in deep if you want, but what I notice is that, well, let's get some feedback as we do this. Okay, that's probably uncomfortable, right? But that probably hurts more. Which one hurts more?
The one where it's at the face.
Yeah. So I'm just going to keep pressure on her arm so it stays trapped, but I'm going to slide the crook of my arm up to about halfway up her head. So I'm really getting more neck in there on the crank. And then I'm trying to bring this knee to her ear, bring her ear to her knee with body weight on her. So that's going to be submission number one. Okay. Submission number two, I'm just going to try to cradle her, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to bring her hip to the outside and in. Okay. Now, this might work, okay, but what I really would like to do is try to bring that to the side of the head as much as possible, so that if they were hyper flexible, then I'd be trying to scoop this hand to the back of her knee. Okay? And she's got really good hip mobility. Okay, so if she's not giving me this one, I'll take this one. Okay, and then what you're gonna see me do is start running this way, trying to get my hands together like a half electric chair. Okay? And if she doesn't tap here, then I'm gonna start sliding up and try to make the connection there. Yeah, and that doesn't look very pretty, but I can guarantee you it's painful. Now, maybe Nancy's pretty banged up, so let's try it with somebody who's got a little bit healthier joints. Can I borrow you? And if you don't want to tap to it, then you don't have to tap to it. But at the same time, if it's uncomfortable enough, call it, you know what I'm saying? So, you gotta get here. Okay? What I'm trying to do now is get this submission, right? And if they don't tap here, then the next thing I'm gonna do is try to take his knee and push it into his face. Okay? Now, we might run into the problem here, and I picked him for a reason. Really high mobility, okay? And if he's still not tapping there, then I trap. Damn! Okay? Now I picked him for that purpose, because I know this dude is flexible. Okay, so it turns into kind of like what 10th Planet would call like an electric chair, just a little bit different. Instead of coming straight up and down, I'm taking him that way, and putting him that way. So I'll show those both one more time. Again, this is with somebody with high mobility. He's probably one of the most flexible guys on the team. Go halfway up. He doesn't tap there. So I grab my wrist and I push his knee into his temple. Okay. Submission number two. Okay, he doesn't tap here. I trap the leg. Go up a little bit higher. There it is. Where do you feel that second one?
Like here and then here.
Good. And the first one? Is it just the face lock?
Yeah.
Okay, they both work. And you felt the first one where? In your back?
Yeah.
And the second one? In the groin?
Along with shoulder too.
And shoulder too? Okay. Different anatomies, both high flexible. Now who here is really stiff? I might have submitted him with this before actually. So you can in here. You tap whatever you want. They work. 3 different body types, 3 different mobilities. All of them suck. Would you guys agree? And that's not my body weight. Would you guys agree that I'm like mostly keeping my weight off of them? They can still breathe. I'm not smashing them. I'm kind of squeezing them like an accordion. Make sense? All right, let's give it a try.